So we got a new trailer 2 days ago with some new visuals from the episodes of the Swordsmith Village arc. There's some visuals that are from the opening as well, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna look at it, some details that you probably missed, and we're just gonna talk about it. I will be rereading the old Swordsmith Village arc in the manga next week live on YouTube, so stay tuned for that and subscribe because you don't want to miss it. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna talk about the arc, just talk about the anime season 3 in general. This video will be containing spoilers, by the way, so if you have not read the manga, then you should not be watching this video. So the trailer starts with Yorichi talking with some Yoshi in the flashback that we will get in episode 1. This is his dialogue about all the masters of their craft are gonna all end up at the same place at the end of the day, which I love. I love his voice actor. I think Yorichi's voice actor is perfect. At first I was kinda, I didn't know if I liked it because he sounded a little bit too old for me, but now that I hear him more, I'm really enjoying it. We get to see his sword and we get to see a little bit of his arrow, and his sword looks amazing. I mean, it looks perfect, exactly as I thought it would look like. So here in this shot we see Tanjiro using total concentration, just meditating and just vibing. This shot is from the episode 1, I'm pretty sure, and this is an anime only scene. In the manga we don't see Tanjiro practicing total concentration, and the shot looks amazing. I mean, the lighting, everything looks good. Next we get to see Nezuko. We've seen already those shots, so I'm not gonna talk more about it, but I'm pretty sure this is when Tanjiro talks with Muichiro. Next, here we can see Genya. Finally we can see Genya animated in season 3. It looks amazing, perfect. If I had to predict, I'm pretty sure this moment with Genya is going to be in episode 4, maybe episode 3 or episode 4, when the fight starts. We can see him jump. I'm pretty sure this is right after Genya, him using his gun, breathing and firing his gun for the first time, when he shots one of the clones and then he leaps on, he jumps to finish the job, and in the manga he goes to cut both of their heads, which is kind of a mistake. I really like a little detail when he jumps, there's actually rubbles that follows his foot, rocks. That's a cool little detail. Sometimes animes won't just put little details like that. Next we get to see Muichiro versus the Yorichi doll. I'm pretty sure this is in the opening as well. I mean, they showed a lot of shots from the openings. In this shot we can see the sword of the Yorichi doll, which looks a lot like the Yorichi sword. Here we get to see his hand, which looks a lot human. Like, we know it's a robot, but they really made the Yorichi doll look human, which I like personally. It really shows how insane this doll is. Like, it's not a normal robot doll. Like, this thing is like fast, strong, everything, and I love this fact. It really makes the doll more mythic and just, yeah, special. And in this shot you can see his joints between his fingers and his hand. Cool little detail about the doll here. Muichiro is just fighting against it. It looks amazing. I mean, the animation, especially in the openings, the animation always looks super crisp. We have a good shot of his sword as well. I like the color on it. It's really like a light blue, more of a greenish blue. It's perfect. Here in this shot we get to see Muichiro's swords breaking while he's fighting. Here you can see his sword breaking, and then we can see the sword in the big right in front of us. It just goes by the screen, and then you can see his sword is broken, and I love that Muichiro doesn't even flinch a bit. Just show how badass and the prodigy is. Like, yeah. I want to comment, by the way, about the opening. It really grew on me. I don't know about you guys, but the opening, I like it a lot more. I'm pretty sure at the start of the trailer we get to hear a little bit more about the full opening. I don't know when it is actually. I think it might be at the start of the opening. Here we get to see Mitsuri swinging her swords around. We got to see a little bit of this animation in one of the trailers, but this one is extended. And this is when Mitsuri comes in the Swordsmith village arc, like for the first time. Basically, this is the first time we see her in action and use her sword. Here she's kind of flexing a little bit, swinging. This is just before she attacks one of Gyoko's fish. And I just love the animation of her sword. You can really see her sword just turning around her, you know, making like a circle around her, just swinging around her. I mean, it's exactly how I wanted it. I love that they're kind of using a blue and green lighting. The blue is probably with the moon, but I love that they're really, like, the blue is really popping with the pink and it looks amazing. Like, the colors are great. And I love the pink trail that our sword is leaving, maybe a little hint of the love breathing. I wonder if the love breathing is just gonna look like pretty normal with like pink slashes, or they're gonna add insane effects, but I really love the little trail that she leaves behind with her sword. Okay, so here we got the Tanjiro fighting against Sekido, the angry demon, the angry emotion. Here we can see his staff. By the way, Sekido is the one who uses lightning, and we see Sekido's staff about to hit Tanjiro. This is right after Tanjiro crashed into the building after fighting against Urogi, the one with the wings. You can see he got the scratch from Urogi here on his cheeks, and we can see his nose is bleeding. I think the animation looks pretty good here, nothing insane, but it looks pretty good. So here in this shot we can actually see Sekido's lightning, which is turning blue to red, so I was wondering which color the lightning would be. We kind of got the confirmation here that it's gonna change between blue and red. This is gonna look interesting, like just changing blue to red. I thought it would be only red, but we got like some blue as well. This is interesting. They're gonna play a lot with the colors. Here we can see Tanjiro really dodging by air the staff, and this is where Tanjiro uses Urogi's foot to block the staff, since the electricity can't go through the cells of the demons. We can see that they're using speed lines here, you know, switching like black and blue speed lines. It looks pretty decent. So here we get to see a Muichiro shot. I mean, he looks amazing. We can see the little glow in his eyes, which means this is after he got his memories back. In the manga, we know that his eyes kind of changed. Like I said, he has a glow in his eyes because he recovered himself, his memories and stuff, but he's not injured, so this might be in the opening as well. But I really love this shot. Muichiro looks amazing in that swing, and here we can see with the blue and stuff, amazing. This is Nezuko who's fighting against Karaku, I'm pretty sure. So the Karaku is the one with the fan. This is when Nezuko kick his head off, put him on fire, and with our blood demon art, we can actually see our arm here in the left corner who is ripped off with the blood coming out. So this is the exact scene here in the manga. We get a close-up of her face. Again, I mean, it looks amazing with the cracks around her eyes. Yeah, just with our arm and stuff. We can't really see Karaku here in the shot. In the fire, it's kind of sad that we can't see him, but I guess we'll have to wait. Again, here I think this is a shot from the opening with Kotetsu, and I don't remember exactly his name, but this is Inosuke, Swordsmith and stuff. Here they're just running, and they're running pretty fast, man. Next we have a shot of Mitsuri jumping in the air with her sword again. I'm pretty sure this is in the opening as well. Next we get to see Nezuko, who is in this shot. I'm pretty sure, again, this is the opening, but this shot is when he's working on the sword, and Yoko is like, this guy is not stopping working on that sword, whatever I do. So this is the shot. I mean, it looks amazing, the lighting, everything. Next we got to see a shot of Tanjiro. We get like a 90 degrees movement, and this looks amazing with Tanjiro, just, you know. I wonder if this is in episode 1 when he sees either the Yorichi doll or Muichiro. This is what I'm guessing. Next we see a shot of Tanjiro's hand and Nezuko grabbing his hand. I don't know what it is about this shot, and I'm pretty sure this is not in the opening. I don't know what it is about the shot, but it looks amazing. Like, really, it really feels like it's heavy, there's weight about the movements and just the arms. It doesn't feel light or like 2D, it really feels like 3D, and I don't know what it is about this shot. I'm pretty sure this is when Karaku uses his fan on them, and then we end with this shot of Tanjiro doing his Inokami Kagura sun breathing. It's in the opening, this shot, I'm sure it's in the opening. And this animation is done by Abe, who is an animator that's been on Demon Slayer a few times. I mean, for example, he did the scene with Tanjiro in the Entertainment District arc when he was fighting against Daki and he was like bloody-eyed Tanjiro. He's really good at doing just the fire as well. So we get to see Tanjiro's eyes lighting up. This shot is when Tanjiro is blade red with Nezuko's blood demon art, and you have Yorichi, you know, the memories overlapping. You know that Stain is going crazy. One of the best scenes of season 3 for sure. I can't wait. This is in the opening, so it's definitely going to look different in the actual episode, which I'm pretty sure this moment is gonna happen around episode 6. Everything about it here looks amazing. There's definitely like a resemblance with Rengoku with the eyes and his stance as well. He has this almost the same stance as Rengoku. Here we can just see the frames, the impact frames between looks amazing. I mean, just this looks so good. And we can see as well just how much strength he's putting in his legs. Is just doing like dance in the ground. He has a strong stance for sure. That's it, guys. Stay tuned, like I said, for next week, the stream on YouTube. So subscribe, we're gonna read all of that, talk more about in details. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the Demon Slayer content. Alright, I'll see you guys.